here this evening. The Uruguayans beat Weber Bahia Blanca by 6 last night, 74-68. They shot 38% from downtown, in comparison to the Argentines' 20%. A couple of really big scoring games amongst that roster. And there was a monster game in the Deportivo Valdivia roster as well for Dural Summers. We'll have a look at the two rosters in just a moment. All players now introduced onto court. It's a Group B match in the first phase of the 2016 Liga Sudamericana. 4 groups of 4, the top 2 go through to the semi-final phase. 2 groups of 4, the winners of those 2 groups go through to the grand final, a best-of-5 series at the end of November into the start of December. Your officials from Puerto Rico, Venezuela and Brazil. And we'll have a look at the 2 sets of players, starting with Deportivo Valdivia. 33 points for Dural Summers last night, the number 1 at the top of that list. 16 of 28 from the field, as well as 12 rebounds. A monster double-double for him. I expect more of the same from their number 1. They had double-figure games as well from David Gonzalez and Eric Carrasco. Carrasco, the Chilean national team captain, also had 7 rebounds. Now you can see Summers and Carrasco in the starting 5, along with Shula, Isla and Stanley Robinson. Turning our attention to the Hebraica Macabi roster, 2 players had 20-point-plus games yesterday. 27 points for Leandro Garcia Morales, leading the way. He was 10 of 18 from the field, but 6 of 10 from downtown. 8 rebounds and 3 assists as well. And then 24 points for Michael Hicks. 8 of 20 from the field, 7 of 10 from the line. But very close to a triple-double was Luciano Parodi. 11 points, 9 rebounds and 8 assists. Here's a look at the starting 5 for the Uruguayans. Leandro Garcia Morales is in there, as is Luciano Parodi and Michael Hicks, the 3 that I mentioned, along with Sebastian Izaguirre and Leon Gibson. Plenty of offensive firepower on court for this one. Michael Hicks, 24 points yesterday. The home side coached by Manuel Cordoba. And the fans still filing into this arena. And he has the job of trying to combat that atmosphere and lead Hebraica Macabi into the semi-final stage. Still a chance for both of these two to make it through. This is the second of 3 games in the first round group stage. The loser of this one will still have a chance of surpassing Weber Bahia Blanca in the final round of group games to get into the semi-finals. Although neither of these 2 teams wants to go the distance in trying to secure their place into the next round. Both want to book their ticket to the semi-finals here tonight. It's a tournament that's been dominated by Brazilian and Argentine teams in its 2-decade-long history. No other nation has ever come out on top. Brazilians have taken the last 3 titles, and no Brazilian, non-Brazilian or non-Argentinian side has even reached the final since 2013 when Uruguay's Aguada did it. What chances for this Uruguayan team, Hebraica Macabi, and the Chileans Deportivo Valdivia. The Hebraica Macabi point guard Luciano Parodi has said the target for them here is at least the semi-finals, and then they will see from there. We've talked about their offensive firepower. Hicks and Garcia Morales, 24 and 27 points respectively last night. They were their big offensive weapons in the Uruguayan league last season. 20.5 points per game for Hicks rather, and 18.6 points per game for Garcia Morales. They have carried that form into the Liga Sudamericana.
Number 10 and number 21. 5, you receive the ball. Keep out. Empezamos con eso, vamos. 1, 2, 3, Valdivia.
The stage is set, the atmosphere is on the up, and the players about to take to the court to do battle for a place in the semi-finals at the 2016 Liga Sudamericana. Fantastic buzz about this arena now. Very much empty for the first game on court today, but filling out nicely for the hosts. Narrow victories for both yesterday by 8 points and 6 points. And there would perhaps be a little concern for whoever loses this one, that Bahia Blanca, the Argentines, are finding form in this group after a big win earlier on this evening against San Simon of Bolivia. Deportivo Valdivia only beat San Simon by 8 points yesterday. Bahia Blanca are up around the 20-point mark towards the end of their game earlier. Doral Summers, 33 points last night. They look to attack from the far side. It's Valdivia who start with the ball. They certainly don't want it to go down to the final round of games. They want to finish the job here. Shot of the game off the mark. The 3 for Hebraica is good. Great start for the Uruguayans. And a 3-pointer for Garcia Morales. The top scorer has come to play. He was 6 of 10 from 3-point range yesterday. He's hit one already here today. Eric Carrasco, the Chilean captain, back out to the foul line. Lovely move, pretty in the paint. The first score on the board for the host team of this Group B. And that's lovely ball movement in towards Michael Hicks. Really fast, pacey and quality offensive start from these two teams. And there's another basket. Stanley Robinson this time. Robinson, who had 6 points off just 3 of 9 shooting yesterday, on the board already here with a couple of baskets inside the opening 90 seconds. Behind the back pass into the paint, whistle on the play already. Well, if these opening 93 seconds are anything to go by, we're in for a ride this evening. Garcia Morales moving it on to Michael Hicks. Hicks had it knocked away by Bravo, I think it was, from behind. Well, Robinson, I beg your pardon. Now the drive into the paint, the finish, good. Valdivia have the lead. Eric Carrasco. $11 points scored in the opening 2 minutes. Garcia Morales hit a three with his first shot, hits another one. Leandro Garcia Morales has 2 from downtown in the opening 2 and a bit minutes. Hebraica by 2. Into Summers it goes. Summers had it knocked away, recovered by Hicks. Quick pass down court, into the paint. Hesitation, the pass for the travel call. And it's been an all guns blazing, flying start. Feet just hit the deck before he could move the ball on. Isla taking some time to get the ball in. Almost knocked away from Carrasco. Carrasco around the screen. Schuler, he's going to fire the three. First from downtown for Valdivia. These two teams lighting it up early on. Garcia Morales, who's hit 2 from the outside, on to Gibson. Covered over on the far side. Another three, a couple of feet back. Won't go this time, almost did. Carrasco. And he's fouled. The reach in from Leon Gibson. Maybe it was an ill-advised three from Leon Gibson on that last possession for Hebraica. And then he's called for the foul there. The first time the offense didn't really execute efficiently for Hebraica. And Carrasco looking to attack, gets fouled this time by Parodi. Really looks to have the bit between his teeth early on. Eric Carrasco. 10 points last night. 7 rebounds and 3 assists. He was 3 of 9 from the floor. Really drove hard there at Parodi, who's a key player for Hebraica, who's now picked up his 2nd foul already. Carrasco at the line, hits his first. He was 4 of 5 from the line yesterday. Gets them both here, and the Chileans lead by 3. Zanotta. Garcia Morales moving the ball on. Hicks. Hicks backing into the paint, turning, trying to face the basket, can't hit. Carrasco will bring the ball down court. Well, he's called for the carry as he looked to turn back. Didn't see what he wanted across the near side of the court, and then commits the turnover. Gibson into Izagiri and then to Zanotta. Thought about the three to Garcia Morales again. This time steps inside, creates the room on the perimeter as he took the double team. It's way off the mark from Izagiri. Here goes Summers. Back out to the perimeter. They thought about the three themselves, Valdivia, and then trying to get down the baseline. Isla gets contact. Foul on Michael Hicks. Non-shooting foul, so Valdivia to inbound with Summers. And trying to extend their three-point lead. Carrasco. Shot clock is down to 3. Turns to face the baseline, swatted away. And there wasn't time to get the shot away for Isla, who may have stepped on the line anyway. Little drought for Hebraica right now. Can they stop it here? Across to the far side, the 3 again. Yes, this time it's good. Tie game at 11. As Michael Hicks knocks one down from the outside. He's taken 2 3-point attempts already, having only taken 3 in the whole of the game yesterday. Hit one of them. Carrasco driving hard into the paint again, had it knocked away. The scoring has dried up a bit after those blistering opening 2 or 3 minutes. Here's Summers. Summers stepping in, trying to hang it high over the top of the defence. Difficult to do. Here come Hebraica. Hicks again, off the glass this time. It's good. 5 quick-fire points for Michael Hicks. Carrasco across to Robinson. Robinson getting into the paint, getting the contact and putting it in. Big time play from Stanley Robinson. Power, pace and positivity all rolled up into one. And he had the finesse at the end of it too. And a beat to the chest from Robinson. And puts the exclamation mark on the play. 7 points early on for Stanley Robinson. Valdivia by 1. Backing in and trying to go to work. The hook shot no good for Hicks. Rebound and a foul. Rebound for Leon Gibson inside. Hicks over the top of Summers. Rebound grabbed by Gibson, who then got hit from behind by Robinson. First foul on Stanley Robinson. The first foul shot missed by Leon Gibson. Gibson, who played 26 minutes yesterday but failed to score. He was 0 of 4 from the field. He pulled down 7 rebounds and had a steal. They're trying to save it over on that far side and very nearly did with Zagiri. Valdivia are able to come away with it but can't finish. And Darrell Summers still hasn't scored. He's 0 of 3 from the field now. Here goes Hicks. Tried to bank it in again, couldn't. Another offensive rebound though for Gibson. And is that another foul on Stanley Robinson? That would be his second. And Stanley Robinson, in fact, not involved. It's a foul on Isla, by the looks of it. Although the graphic says they put it on Carrasco as Gibson puts it in. And Hebraica retake the lead. It's back and forth now across the midway point of the first quarter. Really entertaining quarter of basketball. Summers across to Robinson. Robinson, defense backed away, invited him to shoot, and he took full advantage. 10 points inside the first quarter for Stanley Robinson. They'll try and answer back with a 3 of their own. It's short, batted away. Valdivia ball. And what a performance from Stanley Robinson in the opening 7 minutes or so here. Emmanuel Okoye is coming in for Valdivia. But Stanley Robinson, just 6 points in the whole game yesterday, has 10 in the first 7 minutes here. Here's Darrell Summers, who's yet to score. Kicks it out this time to Schuler. Schuler meandering through the defence, but knocked away. And here come Hebraica. And he pull up three, short, rebound, grabbed by Okoye. Here's Carrasco, trying to find Okoye, back to Carrasco. They'll start again, Okoye setting the screen. Carrasco to the corner, back to Summers for three. And Summers has started 0 of 4 from the field. High catch. Wasn't room to supply the finish the first time. There was a better opportunity the second time, but the defence got back into the paint. And Hebraica have started to struggle a little bit now on the offensive end. Schuler, shot clock's at 5 already. And it comes to Okoye. Okoye turning to face the basket, over the top of Gibson, it's good. First score of the game for Emmanuel Okoye. Zanotta, the long three, right on the money. Juan Zanotta. A couple of feet back beyond the arc. Carrasco. Summers. Back to Carrasco. Behind the back. Runs into the double team, deflected away, stopped by the yellow wall, and the pass down, court. Open layup, good for Garcia Morales. Hebraica back in front. The first quarter has flown by. We're approaching the final minute. Okoye looking to attack. He ran into a group of yellow shirts. This was Carrasco trying to penetrate the defence. A defence that really stood firm before finding Garcia Morales. He pinched the ball off Okoye there as well. It's Hebraica by 1, 20-19, 1 minute of the first to play. The foul was called on that last possession, so Emmanuel Okoye at the line with Hebraica over the foul limit for the quarter. 13 rebounds yesterday for Okoye, but he only had 5 points off 2 of 8 shooting. Valdivia by 1, and there's contact away from the ball. Just to the right of your picture, the foul called on the play, non-shooting foul. Valdivia still have a couple to give. Hebraica have it with Garcia Morales, the number 10. The leading scorer in the game for them, out to the corner. It's a nice pass, they step inside towards the paint. Not much room to work with there. And the foul goes against Valdivia. Much to the disappointment of the home fans, it's on Okoye. Gibson found by the penetrating Aguilera. Into the game for Hicks for the final seconds of the first quarter. Gibson at the line. Missed his first 2 free throws, Leon Gibson. Hicks 2 on that trip though. Yet another lead change, Hebraica by 1. Bravo. Screen set by Okoye. Contested shot wouldn't go. Okoye trying to bat it back into Valdivia possession. Here come Hebraica. 3-on-1 fast break. The pass moved on to Medina, who puts it in. Three points is a large lead in the scope of this first quarter. Final 10 seconds. Gonzalez on towards Summers, who had it knocked away. And the foul is going to go on Aguilera. With 5.1 seconds to play in the quarter. And over the foul limit, that will send Darrell Summers to the foul line to finally get on the board. Now with 4 from the field in this first quarter, having scored 33 points yesterday off 16 of 28 shooting. Both foul shots good for Summers to close the gap. 5 seconds for Hebraica to create one final look in this first quarter. Parodi back in the game on 2 fouls. Quick burst down court, going coast to coast, denied by Rosenberg. Momentum shifting play perhaps right at the buzzer at the end of the first. Well, they put Parodi back in. They knew he had the pace to get down court in just a few seconds, but he didn't have the finishing ability to get away from Rosenberg at the basket. And at the end of one, Hebraica Macabi lead by just one, 24-23.
Seguimos así igual, así como estamos, así. Nosotros 5. Escúchame, estamos haciendo un gran partido totalmente diferente a lo de ayer. Nuestro objetivo es mejorar como equipo. Necesitamos comunicarlo. ¿Y dónde nos vemos mal? Cuando no nos tomamos tiempo para sacar la ventaja. Cuando tomamos decisiones apresuradas y no sabemos qué hacer, eso nos corre de contraataque. Tómense tiempo cuando quedan 7 segundos para abrir los espacios y dar una ventaja. Y estar atentos, o cargar el rebote o hacer el balance. No permitamos tantos goles fáciles. En los piques no hacen nada. ¿En lo qué? En los piques van a esperar atrás siempre. Bien. Es como ayer. Leandro. Cuando jugamos camiseta, ¿qué cantarán? ¿En el fondo? Sí, pero cantar al fondo no hacen nada. Vas con camiseta, vas con puño. En puño estás vos de 4.
Really high quality of offense from both teams in that quarter, leading to a high tally of points, 24-23. The Hebraica Macabi lead. And there's a look at those shooting numbers, ever so impressive indeed. 50% from downtown for Hebraica, 66%, although just 2 of 3 for Valdivia, and both teams around the 50% mark inside as well. He has set the tone and set the tempo. Eric Carrasco. And they are the 6th man here this evening. Their team trail by 1. Room to shoot, and he knocks it down. Juan Zanotta, they just backed off him. Hebraica by 4. Carrasco. Across to the far side it goes. They'll try and answer back with a 3. On the move it wouldn't go. And here come Hebraica looking to open up a bit of breathing room. Hicks able to recover on the baseline. Spun into Okoye, back it goes, they'll try and shoot the 3, will they? No, Aguilera goes inside, kicks it to the far side. Not that time, but an offensive rebound for Jimmy Boston into the game. And the decision has gone against him. Jimmy Boston didn't play in the first quarter, just 14 minutes yesterday. Trying to bulldoze his way through, called for the offensive foul. Carrasco. Now Darrell Summers, still yet to hit a field goal in the game. And he's called for the offensive foul. He put that one in, but it won't count. The shoulder into the sternum of Hicks. And Summers turns it over. And he had 2 turnovers in the whole game yesterday, en route to 33 points and 12 rebounds. Goes via Hicks to the far side to Garcia Morales. He's trying to free himself on the perimeter. The long 2, short, offensive rebound. Shot clock reset to 14. Picked up on the baseline though by Summers. 4 points the Hebraica lead. Carrasco thought about the 3, moves it on to the corner to Altaner, back to Carrasco. McCoy trying to make a nuisance of himself on the perimeter, moves inside, it goes the other way to Summers and he misses the mid-ranger, so Summers 0 of 5 now. There goes Zanotta through the gears and he finds Aguilera to put it in. It's the largest lead of the game now for Hebraica at 6 points. Summers. Tough start to the game for him, trapped by the double team, finds a way out, Altaner off balance, misses from the outside, and Summers can't reel in the rebound. And there's a whistle on the play here with Zanotta handling the ball down court. Looks like a foul on Christopher Altaner. Just inside there, tangling with Hicks. Momentum has shifted in favour of the visitors here. And we're going to have a timeout for Deportivo Valdivia, who've fallen behind by 6.
En el partido vamos a tener momentos buenos y momentos malos. No estamos en un buen momento. No estamos en un buen momento. Tenemos que... We must play defense right now. More strong defense and talk. It's okay. For play with confidence, spacing, a good screen. It's okay. They are too close on the strong side. I feel it right. I told you. Eric, cuando sale esa bola, tomalo al triple. Tomalo. No importa, ya está, no pasa nada. Hey. Tenemos que volver al partido defendiendo ahora. Vamos a defender esta bola. Vamos a ver si podemos dar un poco de continuidad. Escúchame, vamos con blanco o vamos con pantalón para mí.
The timeout called just to try and slow the momentum that Hebraica Macabi were building. They've outscored their hosts 14-4 since a couple of minutes remaining in the first quarter. The home side need to really get the fans back on their side and lifting the energy inside this arena again. Hebraica with a chance to extend their advantage beyond 6 points. And by Jimmy Boston. Here's Zanotta. Moved on to Boston on the baseline. And Robinson came flying in on defence. Stanley Robinson, who had 10 points in the first quarter. He's back in the game and looking to make his mark, and Valdivia pull down the rebound. Here's Robinson, hands it off to Summers. Summers will pull up and put it in. First field goal for Darrell Summers, having missed his first 5. 4-point game. Garcia Morales thought about the 3. On it goes. Aguilera for 3. Yes. Hebraica answer right back. The lead stretched to 7. Carrasco. Fired in towards Okoye. Okoye looking to back in. Back out to the outside to Carrasco. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Looking to go around the frame of Okoye, driving into the paint. High off the glass. Okoye the rebound. Can he put it in? Yes. Zanotta. Offensive foul against Boston. So Hebraica turned it over. And Valdivia have the chance for the first time in this second quarter to get back-to-back baskets. That was the one from Aguilera that answered the 2 from Darrell Summers. You can see what it means to the bench. Valdivia have scored since then, and Hebraica have turned it over since then. Carrasco. Alternate. Summers comes to take the ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He wants the screen from Okoye. Draws the double team. We'll move it on one further to the corner. Got it away in time. Got a good look from the far side, but it's no good. Hicks. When it goes inside to Gibson. Gibson double teamed, and the foul will go on Okoye. Okoye came across to help out Robinson and picks up his second foul. Gibson goes to the line. He's 2 of 4 so far. Six points for Gibson, having failed to score yesterday. Hebraica by 7. Hung up towards Summers from Robinson. Summers turns and misses. Just not coming together for him. Saved on the far side brilliantly by Zanotta after they almost lost it. In it goes to the low post to Gibson, and he'll go back to the foul line. Second foul on Alternate. 4th team foul before the midway point of the quarter. Great save that from Juan Zanotta. And giving them the opportunity to extend their lead from the line now. Gibson having hit 4 in a row. After missing his first 2, then misses that one. And misses both of them. Okoye with the rebound, and Carrasco to bring the ball over centre court as we approach the centre point of the second quarter. Summers around the frame of Okoye, looking back out towards the perimeter, tangled up by Zanotta, and a foul. The scoring really has dried up for Deportivo Valdivia. 4 points in 5 minutes in this quarter. Here goes Carrasco. And turns it over as he was trying to find Emmanuel Okoye. Zanotta across to Michael Hicks. Inside it goes to Gibson again. The hook shot no good. The rebound Okoye. Valdivia in transition. Quick burst towards the baseline, shot won't go, second opportunity still won't go. And now Hebraica coming away 3-on-2. And Schuler takes the foul. It's just not coming together in this quarter for his team. 4 points scored in 5.5 minutes now. Having trailed by 1 at the end of 1, they're behind by 7. And there's a chance for Leon Gibson at the line again to make it an even larger lead. He's getting to the line at will, but he's not taking the opportunity. Just 4 of 9 now. After a run where he hit 4 in a row, he's now missed 4 in a row. Valdivia have got away with it a little bit here because of those missed foul shots. The deficit's still only 7. Robinson deflected away off the fingertips of Aguilera. 3-on-2, fast break again. Fingertip roll, no good. Recovered underneath the basket. And I think Robinson was hit as well, but Carrasco will continue the play. Schuler trying to get down the baseline. And it's turned over. Garcia Morales got in the way, and I think Schuler's foot hit the line. Just can't buy the basket right now. The positive thing for Valdivia is Hebraica haven't taken their opportunity yet to really open this up. Zanota, they might just do that now though. And it goes once more to Hicks. 5 seconds on the shot clock as it's knocked away, and they try and release it quickly down court. Underneath the basket, blocked was Gibson. Can Valdivia finally get a score now? And Carrasco was hit as he looked to turn away. Carrasco threw it away here, and then Gibson was denied from behind, I think, by Schuler. Second foul on Zanota is the 4th team foul on Hebraica. 3.5 remaining in the half. Still, it's Hebraica, the Uruguayan champions, by 7. We haven't had a score in quite some time. No score for Valdivia since the 6:31 mark, and Hebraica no score since the 5:44 mark. So no score at all over the last few minutes. McCoy, Carrasco, long 3, flat looking 3, almost bounced in. And this whole arena hanging on the bounce, didn't get the result they wanted. 5 threes missed in a row for Valdivia. Zanota getting inside, knocked away. Can they finally score now? They've got a 4-on-3 break. Carrasco, good adjustment mid-air, and Darrell Summers stops the bleeding. Found by Carrasco, Darrell Summers, who was just 1 of 9 from the field before that one. Finally able to put it in. The first score for Valdivia in about 4 minutes. The first score in the game in about 2.5 minutes. And Hebraica Macabi called timeout. It's been a really intriguing contest so far. High scoring in the opening minutes. Back and forth at times. And then a complete loss of momentum for Valdivia. Followed by a loss of momentum for Hebraica as well. And now the home fans trying to get right behind their team as they look to wrestle back the initiative in the final few minutes of the first half. The lead has been cut to 5 with the first basket in a long time, and the 3 off the mark for Hebraica, and the decision will go against them underneath the hoop as well. So now the opportunity to really start building some momentum for Valdivia. Third foul on Jimmy Boston, and it's the 5th team foul. So both teams over the limit. Boston will take a seat, and Valdivia will go to the foul line and try and cut the deficit down from 5. Gerardo Isla unable to hit the first. 6 points yesterday off 3 of 9 shooting. This is his first trip to the line in the tournament. He misses both of them. Still a 5-point game with 2.5 minutes to play. In the first half, no scoring over 3 minutes, and that's an emphatic way to stop the rot for Hebraica. The dunk for Gibson. The Uruguayans have their 7-point lead back. Carrasco on to Isla. Isla looking to get towards the baseline, forced back in towards the paint. There's the head fake, no route to the rim though, and he throws it away. Great defense. Top defense from Gibson. And that after this contribution on the offensive end. Great work at both ends of the court from Leon Gibson. Garcia Morales. If the Hebraica score here, there'll be concern from Valdivia. That would be the largest lead of the game. There's a foul as Garcia Morales hits the deck. Second foul on Eric Carrasco. Just stepped across the path of Garcia Morales. Again, both teams over the foul limit, so Hebraica will go to the line where they have really struggled, and despite Valdivia completely losing momentum, one of the main reasons Hebraica didn't take advantage of that was because of the foul shooting, just 4 of 10 from the line in the game. Valdivia 7 of 9, although they were 7 of 7. And with all 10 previous foul shots having been taken by Leon Gibson, and Leandro Garcia Morales steps up and misses one. And that's that one to go. And that ends a run of 5 missed free throws in a row for Hebraica. They lead Valdivia by 8 points. Gonzalez. Knocked away, and still Hebraica, still Valdivia ball, is it? It is, for Deral Summers to inbound. Carrasco. Stanley Robinson, 10 points in the first quarter, scoreless since. Shot clock's down to 3, off-balance shot, off the back ball, won't go. Offensive board Robinson, but then he lost it. Here come Hebraica. And they can't finish. Valdivia now looking to come in transition. Poor pass across to the near side. Too high for Carrasco. And the hosts losing their composure a little bit. .12 turnovers to 7. And you can see what the coach thinks about it. A chance to make it a double-digit lead here for Hebraica with Parodi. Fires it in towards Gibson and a travel call. This is a big final minute of the first half in terms of the feelings going into the dressing room. Valdivia certainly do not want to go in at the break down by double figures. They're trying to make it closer than 8 here with Robinson. Robinson looking to get going again, drives the baseline, flips it up and in. Brilliant play from Stanley Robinson, his first score since the first quarter. 6-point game. Carrasco was going for the steal. That leaves an open man on the perimeter. The three right on the money. Juan Zanotta with plenty of time and plenty of space to pick his spot. Almost no differential between shot and game clock, so Valdivia trailing by 9, looking to hold it for the final shot of the half. Carrasco waiting for Robinson for 3, off the mark and thrown right up at the buzzer. It is Hebraica's half in Valdivia. Great ball movement for the open 3 for Juan Zanotta. The coach celebrates, and it is the Uruguayan champions who have the edge over the Chilean champions at the end of 2 quarters of basketball. Hebraica Macabi led by 2 players on 9 points. Zanotta and Garcia Morales lead Deportivo Valdivia 40-31. And look at that second quarter, the struggle for Valdivia on the offensive end, just 8 points after 23 in the first. And they had just 4 points in the opening 6.5 minutes of that quarter before picking it up a little bit in the final few minutes. But Hebraica picked it up 2 and opened up this 9-point lead, which is the largest lead of the game at this stage. Hebraica doing a bit more damage from the outside as opposed to in the paint. Deportivo Valdivia just 2 of 8 from 3-point range. Hebraica getting to the line frequently as well, and the rebounding battle pretty much evened out, although double the offensive boards for the Uruguayans. And 12 Deportivo Valdivia turnovers. That's a key statistic, because the majority of those coming in that second quarter. And after plenty of rhythm and fluency in the first quarter, it was far more of a struggle in the second. Robinson leads the way in the game with 12 points, although 10 of those came in the first, and he only got his first score of the second right towards the end of that half. 9 points apiece for Zanotta and Garcia Morales, as Hebraica Macabi have spread their scoring around much better than the hosts. Gibson leads the rebounding numbers. Leon Gibson has 8 points and 6 boards in that first half, and there's a little look at the foul trouble. Boston, the only player with 3. So half-time in Chile. Hebraica Macabi lead Deportivo Valdivia by 9 points, 40-31. Do join us here for the second half in around 10 minutes' time. Welcome back to the Coliseu Municipal de Valdivia in Chile. It is the visiting team, Hebraica Macabi, who currently have 1 foot in the semi-final phase. And they lead by 9 over their host Deportivo Valdivia. In that second quarter, you can see there 16-8. Effectively just about the whole difference. And what a downturn in production from Valdivia after 23 points in the first quarter of the game. Some great entertainment for these fans in the half-time break. Let's hope we have some great entertainment in the second half. Carrasco. Robinson, 12 points in the game. Turnover right at the start of the third quarter though. A fast break for Hebraica. And they extend the lead into double figures. Largest lead of the game at 11. Garcia Morales has 11. Here's Robinson. Now Summers. Summers trying to get away from Hicks on the perimeter. The bounce pass in towards the paint. They wanted to travel Hebraica. This is the finish in transition for Garcia Morales. No travel called at the other end. It's still Valdivia ball, down by 11 now. There's still plenty of time left. This is a surmountable deficit, but they need to start hitting. And Stanley Robinson does. 10 points in the first quarter. And starts the second half with a bang as well. Garcia Morales off the mark for 3. Offensive rebound though from Gibson. Another 3. This time it is good for Parodi, and that is an absolute dagger for Valdivia. A 3-pointer on the second chance opportunity makes it largest lead of the game at 12. Summers tries to answer back with 3 and knocks it down. Darrell Summers, who had a really difficult first half, able to get his first 3-pointer of the game. If they can get him firing in the second half, then they certainly have a chance of coming back from this. And Carrasco has come up with a turnover. It's another one from the outside. Back-to-back 3s. Darrell Summers taking charge in the third. Parodi for 3. Off the mark. And the rebound grabbed by Summers, who's buffing out his stat line at the moment. Robinson. Schuler. Summers perched on the perimeter. Schuler attacks inside. Can't squeeze it in off the glass. Off-balance shot. With some good defense to put him off his game. And it goes into the paint. And just about drops for Michael Hicks. McCoy looking to create some space on the perimeter for Carrasco. Summers guarded this time. Eric Carrasco looking to get Robinson involved. Had it knocked away from behind and into Hebraica hands. 3-on-2 fast break. Into the paint it goes. Moved on quickly to the far side. Great ball movement from Parodi, who takes the 3. Can't put the finishing touch on the transition move. And here's Summers, another 3. Not this time for Darrell Summers. Breaker looking to attack quickly all the way through and into the paint for the score. Luciano Parodi, who had foul trouble early in the game, is back in this second half and back in business. Robinson into Coy, spins towards the baseline and puts the hook shot in. This is the kind of offensive fluidity we had in the first quarter. After a relatively barren second quarter, It's another three, in and out this time for Izaguirre, but batted back into the hands of Parodi. He'll take on the three. It's another second chance opportunity that Hebraica hit from outside. Well, they are real heartbreakers. Carrasco answers back with one for Valdivia. And it's a 3-point shootout here in Chile. Handed off now to Garcia Morales. Across to the far side it goes. Double team drawn on the perimeter. They tried to get space inside, but it's knocked away. Behind the back goes Carrasco and gets hit along the way. He wanted a foul. He'll have to settle for having possession. What a tremendous third quarter this has been so far. Here's that last play as Carrasco got bumped by Garcia Morales, looking to make his way down court. Hebraica Macabi lead by 8 points. Valdivia have trailed by 12 though. Here's Robinson. Robinson puts it up and puts it in. Stanley Robinson has found his range again. So the 12-point deficit has been cut in half. And it's another three for Hebraica, this time off the mark. Summers the rebound. Carrasco. Summers pulls up for the long two. He'll try and grab the offensive rebound. Last touch off Okoye. So Summers, who really struggled in the first half, all of a sudden has 12 points. Stanley Robinson, who really struggled in the second quarter, now has 16. And the contributions of those two in this third quarter have raised the hopes inside this arena again. And there's a turnover from the Uruguayans, so a chance for Valdivia to close the gap even further. Having trailed by 12, they could make it a 3 or 4 point game here. Alejandro Vergara, who didn't play at all last night, comes into the game here. His first involvement in the tournament. And at a key stage, you feel, for Valdivia. That one won't go for Robinson. Robinson had started to feel it before that miss, and there's the steal from Vergara, and then he loses it. And what an impact that would have been from the coach, putting him in and coming up with the steal. Just couldn't quite finish the job. Hebraica get into the paint, the rejection from Okoye. And the possession goes in the Chileans' favour as well. They've turned it up on defence, they've turned it up on offence, and they have tightened the score. Listen to the noise inside this place now. Carrasco gets it back on the perimeter. Great ball movement. The three! Yes! Darrell Summers has 3 from downtown in the quarter. And Hebraica forced to call timeout. Summers free. Summers hits. And the lead for Hebraica is fizzling away.
allá, una más de zona. Una más de zona. ¿Quedó claro? Una más de zona. Estén preparados ustedes para venir y volver. Y llegue el chico a meterse. ¡Vamos! ¡Vamos!
The Chileans starting to heat up in Valdivia. Deportivo Summers just 6 points in the first half. Had a horrible shooting performance over the first 2 quarters. Has now hit 3 from downtown in the third for 9 points in less than 7 minutes. A 12-point Hebraica lead has been reduced to 3. Almost the turnover for Vergara, instead the foul. Still fouls to give, so they inbound. Clock at 13. Look to attack from the far side here with Hicks. Defense up in the air. The double team coming across, they're making it difficult. And then Stanley Robinson, unfortunately for him and his team, knocked it out of bounds. It's a tough inbound here for Hebraica. Well, the defence really has tightened up for Deportivo Valdivia, and there were just no options open. Carrasco in control. Eric Carrasco to the far side and keep threatening the 3. Carrasco then steps inside and into the frame of Hicks, who's called for the foul. Gonzalez is going to come into the game, and Vergara makes way. The fans have really appreciated his spark and effort that he's brought in this third quarter. Carrasco around the frame of Okoye. Carrasco from the foul line, short. And they've got a slight touch from the defender. 3 points still the difference. Hebraica have been struggling on the offensive end, but that is a lovely handoff onto the baseline by Gibson. And the finish impressive from Parodi. Hebraica's lead up to 5. Carrasco. Shot clock at 10. Summers. Across to the far side. Good look for 3. From the corner, yes. David Gonzalez into the game to hit a big shot. It's now a 2-point game. Parodi. Garcia Morales. He'll take on the 3 and puts it in off balance from the perimeter. Garcia Morales now with 14 points. Gonzalez into the paint this time, high off the glass, offensive rebound, Okoye, and he puts it in. 2 teams trading blows now. 3-point to break a lead again. Aguilera. Garcia Morales. Tight defense on the perimeter. He tries to step back and take on the 3. Cool as you like from Garcia Morales. "17 points in the game. Back-to-back 3s now for the Hebraica captain. Here's Summers. Can he answer back? Short, and the rebound grabbed by Gibson, and the life sucked out of this crowd for a moment. Hicks for three. That would have really made it difficult for Valdivia. They've built up such a good wave of momentum in this third quarter, and then just recently had it sapped away. Lovely change onto the left hand from Summers, but he couldn't get the roll. Another three. It's opening up for Hebraica on the outside, and Parodi makes them pay. They've extended the lead from 3 to 9. 3 3-pointers in their last 4 attempts. Now Valdivia need a response. Knocked away from Summers. 4-on-1 fast break across to the far side. Hicks will put it in, and Valdivia can't stop the bleeding. Well, what a third quarter it looks like being for Deportivo Valdivia, but they fell short in the final couple of minutes. And Hebraica opened up breathing room again. 3 3-pointers, and then this on the fast break for Michael Hicks.
Spacing for the pick and roll, spacing. Seguimos jugando en este pedacito de cancha, nos sigue robando pelota y nos mete con el contraataque.
Y de fondo, al 21 horas, se enfrenta.
Hay que llegar al tiro 3 puntos, métele 3 puntos. Hey, the pick and roll with number 10 is trap. No, trap. The pick and roll with number 10 is trap. Español, volvé por ahí. Dale. Vamos a ver, escúchame. Volvimos al partido. No tenemos que bajar los brazos ahora. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Tomar intensidad en defensa. Con el número 10 es atrape. Está. If he play trap, you will stay inside and got it the big man. ¿Está claro? Y la otra situación inofensiva es blanco o es 2, podemos 2 picarrones. 2 picarrones abajo, 2 picarrones. Vamos.
Va a caer.
Hey, 10 minutos de esfuerzo, muchachos, 10 minutos de esfuerzo, 10 minutos de clasificación. El envión ya lo tuvieron, ahora tenemos que controlarlo los primeros 3 minutos en la desesperación, ser inteligentes para convertir.
The last 90 seconds of that third quarter might just be the key 90 seconds in this matchup. Valdivia had cut the lead to 3 with just 1 minute and 47 seconds remaining of the quarter. It is now a lead of 11. Unanswered 3 pointers for Garcia Morales, Hicks and Parodi to close out the quarter. They'll try and extend the lead here as well, although it's knocked away and out of the hands of the big man. Vergara across to the far side. Long 2 is good for Robinson. And how badly they needed that one. Robinson now has 18 in the game. Turnover, Valdivia. Back to a single-digit game. Vergara, the 3. McCoy had it wrestled away. I do apologise if you're experiencing any breakup to your picture quality as Valdivia steal it back with Summers. Can they take advantage? They have to here, and they do. Okoye puts it in. They've made a very positive start to the fourth. The lead has been cut from 11 to 7. Hebraica into the paint. Wheeled in, but not put in by Aguilera. Here they come in transition again. Summers fouled by Hicks. So a chance for Darrell Summers to cut the lead once more. Off the steal. The pass through to Okoye. And it's a 5-point game, and Summers could take it down to 3 from the line. Well, Hebraica hit 4 3-pointers in the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Extended a 3-point lead to 11. And now Valdivia are looking to turn the tables and have a blistering 2 minutes at the start of the fourth. Summers slightly halting the momentum of that by hitting just 1 of 2, although they have cut the lead down from 11 in the space of just a couple of minutes to 6. Parodi, Garcia Morales then almost turned it over, and it goes under the hoop and put in. Michael Hicks got free on the baseline. Robinson, Vergara, on to Stanley Robinson, towards the paint, hangs it over the top of the defence, wouldn't go down. And then there was a foul called. Okoye was looking to follow it in. Still Valdivia ball. A reminder, these two battling for a place in the semi-finals. The winner will guarantee their spot in the next round. When it goes to Summers. Summers on the left hand, off the window, wouldn't go for him. 3 big threes in the third quarter for Darrell Summers after a tough first half, but he still hasn't been able to find his flow inside. The target was Martin Aguilera in the corner there. It's knocked away and out of bounds though. Hebraica looking to open up a double-digit lead again, 7.5 minutes to play. Parodi, when it goes back towards Parodi, spots the gap, into it, lovely pass, eye of the needle stuff from Parodi, second opportunity and a foul. And Jimmy Boston trying to bully his way towards the basket, ends up bullying his way to the foul line. Disappointed with himself that he couldn't put it in the first time or the second time, but he got hit. He's yet to score in the game, Jimmy Boston. 0 of 2 from the field, and now 0 of 2 from the line. It is still an 8-point game. On by Carrasco to Robinson. Robinson, the 3. A couple of misses from him now, just to slow his momentum. And Valdivia, who started this quarter well, have started to fade themselves, and Hebraica now lead by 10 again. Well, this becomes a concern now. 10 points behind with less than 7 minutes to play. Carrasco onto the foul line, tried to thread it through to Summers. The ball was kicked along the way. It's been a mixed bag for Darrell Summers so far. They really could do with him finding his feet in this fourth quarter. He's just 5 of 18 from the field altogether. They need a scoring burst from somebody. Here's Okoye, hangs and hits off the pass from Carrasco. Six assists now for Eric Carrasco. Handed off by Aguilera to Garcia Morales. Hicks then looking to move it on into the paint with a bounce pass. Back out to the perimeter. Wide open look for Garcia Morales. And maybe luck is on Valdivia's side. Carrasco. Carrasco in towards the paint, going all the way himself this time. The captain puts it in. 6-point game, 6 minutes to play. They could do with a defensive stop. They get one. Looks a lot healthier now. Carrasco down court. Vergara gets the drop. Alejandro Vergara, who hadn't played at all in the tournament until this second half, has helped Valdivia reduce a double-digit lead to 4. And Hebraica forced to call timeout to try and stop the momentum. Fine margins. You saw how close the shot was at one end. And it drops at the other. Vergara's had a really positive impact.
I come off, clear.
Okay, clear.
Right here.
Okay.
Okay, Martín acá. Y Mike y Martín. Mike y Martín, Martín y Mike. Seguime acá. Right here. Right. Don't post up, don't concentrate on me. Hey, como hacíamos el año pasado. ¿Está bien? ¿Quedó claro? Vamos, dale. Más fuerza, vamos.
It's been a game of runs and momentum shifts. Both individually and as a team. And it comes down to the final 5 minutes or so with just a 4-point margin. And Deportivo Valdivia, the hosts, currently on top in terms of the momentum, trail by 4 in terms of the scoreline. The crowd wanting an offensive foul, they don't get one. Offensive rebound for Jimmy Boston. You can hear what the fans think about that lack of a call here. For the shoulders used by Luciano Parodi. This has been such a well-contested affair. It would be understandable if it got a little more heated in these final 5 minutes. Both teams desperate to reach the semi-final stage and avoid the prospect of elimination in the final game of this group. Thrown away by Parodi. So Valdivia with a chance to make it a 1-possession game now. McCoy the screen, Carrasco goes around, moves it this side to Vergara for 3! 1-point game. Parodi. Carrasco came out to try and close him down. Deportivo Valdivia riding a wave of momentum right now. Vergara was trying to track the run on defense. He certainly found the finish on offense. Garcia Morales Across to the near side, wonderful pass, and how about that to quieten the crowd from Aguilera. Hebraica up by 5, 4.5 to play. Carrasco around the screen of Okoye again, who moves inside. Carrasco to the baseline, the far corner, the 3 off the mark. Okoye the rebound, turns and puts it in. Two-point game, 4 minutes to play. Deflected into the hands of Carrasco, who loses out. Then the 3. And the foul called, I think, on Boston. Well, this is a big fight atmosphere now in Valdivia. Carrasco unfortunate. The 3 off the mark. The foul then on Jimmy Boston. And I think that's his 5th. So Boston is the first to go. 4 minutes to play, and what a riveting 4 minutes we have in store for you here. Hebraica by 2. Valdivia trying to tie. Carrasco almost having the ball wrestled off him in the foul called in the end on Parodi. That's going to be Parodi's A reminder that Deportivo Valdivia trailed by 11 at the start of this quarter. They have a chance now to tie or even to take the lead. And Hebraica, in fact, over the foul limit, so this is going to be free throws to try and tie, with the captain Eric Carrasco at the line. A chance for him to move into double figures, and he does. It's a 1-point game. 10 points, 8 assists, 4 steals and 3 rebounds now for Carrasco. This one to get them back from 11 down. They are level. Parodi. On it goes to Hicks. Hicks towards the baseline, off balance, throws it up and in. A Hebraica heartbreaker from Michael Hicks. Adjusted mid-air and hit. And completes the three-point play to suck a bit of the momentum away from Valdivia. Huge play in the final minutes of the game from Michael Hicks.
When play abajo or play 2, no split between big men, okay? You play pick and roll, I'll go deep, and you go top. Y 2 en abajo, ¿está claro? ¿Está claro? Ayúdame a traducirle a él, por favor. Escuchá lo que vamos a hacer ahora. Vamos a hacer así. Vamos a hacer así. Acá. Eric, vas a hundite, vas a venir con pique acá. Están, play here, español acá, Ike acá, Ike, dale un bloqueo ahí. Clear for D, clear for D, you play 1-on-1.
I'm gonna hit him, D.
Vos te vas.
You have the big on.
No hagas eso, vos cruzás acá corriendo.
No se le lleva un terrible.
Sí, sí, y mejorá el ángulo para... You, ataque más.
3.5 minutes to play, 3-point game. Valdivia possession. A place in the semi-final stage at the 2016 Liga Sudamericana hangs in the balance. All Jimmy Boston can do is watch now, having been fouled out. Carrasco. Summers in towards the edge of the paint, knocked away. 2-on-1 fast break here. He'll go all the way to finish. Garcia Morales off the back of the timeout. Big blow for Valdivia again. They now trail by 5. Garcia Morales has 19 points to lead all scorers in the game. Carrasco on to Robinson. Out to the corner. 3. Yes! Vergara. He's come up with big shots in the second half. He keeps Valdivia in touching distance. Garcia Morales on to Aguilera. It's a 2-point game and it goes towards Hicks. The mini hook doesn't come off. 3 of them on the same team going for the same rebound. They got away with it. Might have got in each other's way. Now they come in transition with Summers. Vergara again. Bang! Back-to-back threes. And the red-hot Chilean champs on a roll. From 11 down at the start of the 4th quarter, the hosts lead by 1. Garcia Morales off the mark, rebound. And Carrasco controls. Final 2 minutes. What a turnaround in the 4th from Valdivia. Carrasco onto Okoye. Shot clock at 5. Carrasco still had time, goes from way beyond the arc. Ill-advised shot from the captain perhaps. Parodi to the far side. Hicks, the 3 for Hicks, no good, and out of bounds, Valdivia ball. What can you say about Alejandro Vergara? Didn't play at all yesterday, didn't play at all in the first half here. He has hit 3 from downtown, 4 of 6 from the field. Now has 11 points and back-to-back threes deep in the 4th quarter. Carrasco spotted the gap and drove into it with real positivity and purpose. 1 minute and 12 to play. He will go to the line to try and extend Valdivia's most slender of leads. The winner will go to the semi-finals. The loser faces the prospect of elimination tomorrow in their final Group B match. Eric Carrasco with clutch foul shots. You can see, you can sense what every point means to these home fans. The Chilean national team captain, as experienced as anybody on court tonight, able to deal with the pressure of the situation. Final minute coming up, Valdivia by 3, having trailed by 11 at the start of the quarter. Over 2 minutes without a score for Hebraica. The 3 to try and tie. No, the rebound. And then the foul on Parodi. And Hebraica over the limit, so Valdivia go back to the foul line. It is raucous and it is rowdy. 4th foul on Parodi. Eric Carrasco is at the line again. The significance of each and every one of these is profound. He is 7 of 7 from the foul line, 14 points in the game, along with 8 assists, 4 steals, and 3 rebounds tonight. 4 clutch foul shots in quick succession for Carrasco. The Valdivia lead is 5 with just 53 seconds to play. He gets the high fives all round. And the fans are on their feet in Chile. We are witnessing a Liga Sudamericana classic in Chile this evening. The hosts, Deportivo Valdivia, can sense and smell a place in the semi-finals. They have gone on a 10-0 run and overturned an 11-point deficit at the end of 3 quarters to lead by 5 with less than a minute to play. Both teams have 5 players in double figures. Valdivia have a double-double off the bench for Okoye. Hebraica handling the ball. Across to the near side it goes. Zanotta for 3. Another one off the mark. The shooting has dried up late in the game for Hebraica. Vergara, who is looking to find Okoye joining the offense. Carrasco had to check he was not on the centre court line. Oh, he's had the ball pinched off him, wanted a foul. They shoot for 3. I'm not so sure they needed to at that stage. Carrasco to the corner. They're threatening to blow the roof off this arena as the foul comes in as Summers claims the ball. Just 9.5 seconds to play. The ticker tape is raining down from the rafters already. Hebraica could have claimed the easy 2 and made it a 3-point game and then looked to foul. But with Valdivia's form at the line, maybe they felt they needed the 3. Summers hits that one. They're shooting 82% from the line as a team, 14 of 17. And he gets them both. And that should put the finishing touches on the win. Quick burst down court for a quick finish from Parodi. There's still a couple of seconds to play here. Parodi now has 15 points. It should be a 5-point game. And we've got another timeout.
One stop. 3 segundos, la pelota tiene que entrar. Tiene que ser gol. Vamos. La pelota tiene que entrar primero. Que no nos roben el balón. Tiene que entrar. Me ganaron por 6. Si me ganaron por 7. necesito un buen pase para que la pelota entre. Tengo 3 minutos. Tranquilo, si tengo 3 minutos, Tengo otro minuto. Escuchame, español. Español, vas a hacer el otro minuto. Vamos. Acá, you play here. It's okay.
The Chileans have turned up the heat on the Uruguayans. And just looking at the free throw shooting numbers, 16 of 19 from the line for Valdivia, 6 of 15 for Hebraica. That has proved to be a significant difference.
La primera pelota es para mí. Español, vos vas a distraer cortando. Ike, screen al show. Para él.
Valdivia have 5 in double figures, led by the 18 apiece for Summers and Robinson. 15 for Carrasco, 16 for Okoye, and 11 rebounds, the double-double off the bench, and 11 for Vergara in just 11 minutes, including those hugely significant back-to-back threes. It is the Chilean champions who prevail and to reach the semi-finals at the 2016 Liga Sudamericana. From 11 down at the start of the fourth quarter, they have turned this game on its head with some big shots and some big performances down the stretch. It slipped away out of the grasps of Hebraica, and they will have to fight for their lives in this tournament tomorrow night on this court. But Deportivo Valdivia showed their heart and their spirit on home court. A double-double for Okoye, 5 players in double figures, led by 18 apiece for Summers and Robinson. But how about Vergara off the bench? 3 of 5 from downtown, including back-to-back threes in the final couple of minutes that gave them the lead. Summers had a tough first half, but came up big in the second. Hit 3 from downtown. His teammates gave him far more of a helping hand tonight than they did last night. It was a real team performance, and they showed a real team spirit. To the delight of the home fans, to the disappointment of the Uruguayans, it's the Chilean champions who win this one 84-79. And look at that fourth quarter. Oh my, 30-14. By far and away their best. And for Hebraica, their worst. An 11-point lead for the Uruguayan champions at the start of the fourth quarter. Fizzled away by the hot-firing Chileans. And now they really do have to fight for their place in the semi-final tomorrow. Hebraica Macabi. Here's a breakdown of the shooting. Great shooting numbers for both teams, but Deportivo Valdivia with the better looking numbers, 50% inside, 43% from downtown, and significantly 84% from the line. They made their foul shots, their clutch foul shots down the stretch. Not a great deal to choose or to separate the sides in terms of those numbers. Turnovers 3 more for Valdivia. They were able to survive that though. And some big individual performances on the evening. Summers with the 18, along with the 18 as well for his teammate Stanley Robinson, but 19 for Garcia. Morales led the way, although not enough for Hebraica. He was only 7 of 20 from the field. They had 5 in double figures as well. 15 for Parodi and 14 for Hicks, 10 apiece for Aguilera and Gibson. There's the rebounding numbers. Gibson with a double-double, Robinson with a double-double, but it's the Chilean champions that prevail over the Uruguayan champions, 84-79, to reach the semi-final at the 2016 Liga Sudamericana.
¡Vamos! ¡Un, dos, tres! ¡María!